The fourth semifinal of the day may be the best one. Number 2 Philip Barbour against number 3 Point Pleasant. The Colts enter with an 18-2-2 record. The Black Knights 14-1-6. Philip Barbour's only blemishes coming to Charleston Catholic back in August and Morgantown in September. The Morgantown game, notably, they played without a couple of their starters due to them playing multiple sports. So they haven't lost since September the 16th. Point Pleasant, meanwhile, lost just to Marietta, Ohio on September the 19th. So they haven't lost an in-state game. They're the 3 seed. Shows you the depth of Class Single A, Double A this year. And also Point Pleasant able to take a draw with Charleston Catholic, something very few teams have been able to do. The Irish have already advanced to the final on Saturday with the 4-0 win earlier today over Weir. Both these teams have plenty of firepower, and that was on display when they met in the regular season. That match being played at Philip Barbour on September the 2nd, a 4-4 tie, where Point Pleasant was down 4-1, scored the final 3 goals of that game to get a draw. And as I mentioned throughout the day, if you've been joining us, maybe the best state tournament game I've seen was last year in the semifinal. Philip Barbour scoring with just a few minutes left to force overtime, and then winning it in extra time. Arrington Sparks getting the tying goal and the golden goal to send the Colts to the championship game. So a rematch here, and it should be a really good one between Philip Barbour and Point Pleasant. Plenty of firepower for this team. Philip Barbour, you start with Braylon Sparks, over 100 goals for her career, 28th this season with 12 assists. Her twin sister Arrington, 21 goals and 25 assists. Bradley Bodkins, the freshman, has come in and made a major impact. 18 goals, 9 assists, including a goal in the regional final win over Elkins. Kaylee Simons, no slouch either. 10 goals, 9 assists for her. She had a goal and an assist in that regional win over Elkins. And then the D1 midfielder, Lana Turkey Garassi, 13 goals, 14 assists. She'll head for St. Francis in the fall to continue her soccer career next fall. For Point Pleasant, 4 double-figure scores as well. Madeline Call, 17 goals, 11 assists. Melina Guyberg, 14 goals, 7 assists. Kira Tatterson, 13 goals, 5 assists. Reese Oliver, their playmaker, 11 goals and 13 assists on the season. So both these teams boast multiple goal scorers. Addison Burt played a big role in that 4-4 tie. She has 8 goals and 3 assists as well. Both of these teams coming in with a hot streak out of the playoffs. Point Pleasant, after drawing East Fairmont in the regular season 0-0, avenged that loss to Marietta 4-0 on October the 10th. Then shut out Ravenswood 10-0, Sissonville 7-0, and then won a penalty kick shootout over Winfield 5-4 on kicks at Marshall Stadium back on October the 24th in the regional. Philip Barbour gained one advantage the conference share went on. Beat a East Fairmont team. They made a regional final 3-0. Shut out Lewis County 8-0. Went to Parkersburg South, tied them 3-3. Beat Elkins 4-3 to end the regular season and clinched the Big Ten Conference title. Then into sectionals. 3-0 shutout over RCB. 1-0 shutout over Lincoln in a game where they got a penalty kick in the final minute. And then a 2-0 blanking of Elkins on their home field in the regional final. So they have not conceded in their last 3 matches. And that's the question mark with this Philip Barbour team. Defensively, sometimes they're a little bit shaky. Offensively, as good as you get. Captains meeting at midfield now for their conference. These two teams, as I said, know each other very well. A veteran-weighted group for both. We talked about the Sparks twins, they're seniors. Simons is a senior. Grossi is a senior for Philip Barbour. On this side for Point Pleasant, Call's a senior. Guyberg's a senior. Oliver's a junior. Tatterson, their young gun, is a sophomore. Both these teams have plenty of experience against each other, plenty of experience in the state tournament, getting ready to walk out for the introduction of lineups before this second semifinal. Again, if you're just joining us, Charleston Catholic already has punched their ticket with a 4-0 win, built on a 1-0 lead at the half, scoring 3 goals in an 8-minute span midway through the second half to guide that boat home 4-0. Did a good job defensively on Weir as well, not really allowing the Red Riders to get a lot of chances. And again, we'll have a final on Saturday. These teams will get a day off, which is new in this year's state tournament, before we clash, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because a lot of times you'll see the team that wins the 2-3 game really go through a hard battle to get there, very physical, very fatiguing, might be able to turn around and do it as well the next day. So that one-day rest, will it be a factor? We'll find out, but before that, a delicious semifinal on the plate between Point Pleasant and Philip Barbour. Teams taking the field now. They'll be introduced, and we'll step aside while they do that. Come back with kickoff here from Carter Stadium in beautiful Beckley.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Back at Carter Stadium in Beckley, counting down to kickoff between number 2, Philip Barbour, and number 3, Point Pleasant. Captains meeting at midfield. We've had lineups introduced here. Again, a really intriguing encounter here. This Philip Barbour group, vastly experienced at the state level, not just in soccer. You've got players on this team that played for our state girls basketball championship this past spring. Players on this team like George Van Ward that have played for and won volleyball state championships. You've got athletes that have been all-state in track. Turkey Grossi plays 3 sports in the fall, kicks for the football team, runs cross-country, and plays soccer. So these are players that are used to this big stage. Point Pleasant, the same. They got to a semifinal last year. Athletes that have really done well in other sports, too. They will not be intimidated by the bright lights here at Carter Stadium. Again, the winner of this one will get Charleston Catholic in the championship game. That will be Saturday around noon. 9:30 kickoff of the boys' final. Charleston Catholic and Point Pleasant for the 3rd straight year will clash for the boys' title. Then about 40 minutes after that one concludes and we have the award ceremonies, we'll see the girls' match kickoff here at Carter Stadium. It would be a repeat of the last few years on the girls' side as well. Philip Barbour has gotten to that final stage, lost both times to Charleston Catholic, much as the Point Pleasant boys have done to the Charleston Catholic boys. Point Pleasant trying to make it an all-Irish Black Knights championship Saturday. They can pull the mild upset, a 3-2 tonight. Captains heading back to their respective teams. The big key to this game could be the goalkeeping. Really like what I've seen from Katie McCutcheon in the Point Pleasant. And, of course, she'll have confidence coming out of a shootout win over Winfield to get Point Pleasant here from the regional final. That had to be a special atmosphere playing that game at Marshall. Philip Barbour, meanwhile, got the job done on home turf in Philippi, beating Elkins 2-0 for the 2nd straight year to get to this point. Teams huddling one final time, and again, players to watch. The Smarks twins for Philip Barbour up front. They'll alternate. They'll play some forward. They'll play some midfield. The deep line Grossi is such a good playmaker and ball winner for them. Lily Lasky next to her has had a quietly good year. And then the X factors. Can Simons continue to produce in a big game like this? Can you get production from the freshman Riley Botkins, one of the few players that hasn't been on a big stage in her high school career? And for Point Pleasant, really like what Call and Oliver do. Good playmakers, good finishers, smart veteran players. They've played in big games, and both these teams really scheduled for this. Point Pleasant playing away at Lincoln, playing away at North Marion, going to Ohio for a couple of games, playing Charleston Catholic at home, playing home and away with Marietta, going to Winfield, playing East Fairmont later in the year, a team that made a regional final. Point Pleasant has done their homework, so has Philip Barbour. The Big Ten's always going to test you. They went to Charleston Catholic and lost. Really beat a good Lincoln team decisively in the regular season 5-2 before nipping them in the playoffs 1-0. They've played the Oak Glens, put 8 past them, a team that's been in the state tournament pretty frequently. Canceled their match against Winfield. That would have been a good one as well. So They know it's a stake. They know what the speed of the game requires at this point of the season. And we are underway in Beckley. The final semifinal of Thursday. Philip Barbour in the blue and black with the black shorts. Point Pleasant in the whites with the red numerals. Early throw in for Philip Barbour. Battle in midfield, won by Braylon Sparks for Philip Barbour. Played up the line. This is Arrington Sparks with a cross towards the middle. Chested down and cleared by Point Pleasant. Battle won by Point Pleasant's Tolliver, Bella Tolliver over Lily Lasky. Grossi getting a foot in for the Colts, forcing the pass back. Out for a throw in, Philip Barbour will play quickly. Ball cleared to Lasky for Grossi. Early cross towards Bodkins, headed away. Second ball picked up by Braylon Sparks for the Colts. Sparks trying to bounce off two defenders, working towards the right side, has Bodkins in front of her. 1-on-3 goes Braylon Sparks, gets the cross up, it's deflected towards the corner, saved by Point Pleasant and played up the line. One back by Philip Barbour and Ashley Poling. This is Grossi. One back by Lasky. Played forward by Poling. Gets through. Simons now for Braylon Sparks. At the top of the 18, Braylon Sparks' shot goes wide. Goal kick for Point Pleasant and Katie McCutcheon. Already can feel the energy of this game. McCutcheon, 95 saves on the year and goal for Point Pleasant. Playing it forward towards midfield, bounces off a player. Will be a throw in. Taken by Olivia Fields. Taken towards the captain call. McKenna Young in the center of the park, playing it to the right side for Bella Tolliver. Picked up by Arrington Sparks defensively. Into the center of the park for McKenna Young. Played forward now and broken up by Lasky. This is Georgia Lynn Ward knocking it forward for PB. One in midfield by Point Pleasant and Fields. Drop back now for Ella Hunt. Giving away to Grossi in the center circle. Turkey working towards the left side. Looking for Simons with the run, but that's off the mark. Ella Hunt will track back under pressure from Kaylee Simons and drop her for a goalkeeper McCutcheon. Grossi wins the header. Down for Braylon Sparks. Appeal for a handball not given. Braylon Sparks turning, working towards the 18. Goes down. Will draw the foul at the edge of the 18. Free kick in a dangerous spot for Philip Barbour. Just over 3 minutes in. Turkey Grossi will tee it up against a wall of four in front of McCutcheon. McCutcheon arranging the wall. Has it where she wants it. Grossi will address this one. Turkey Grossi's free kick over the wall, caught by McCutcheon. Good early opportunity for Philip Barbour, but easily handled by McCutcheon, who punts it well towards the center circle. This is Call. Turning nicely against Grossi. What a midfield battle that will be. Grossi wins it this time. Working towards the middle. Stumbles as she loses her footing. Bodkins will play it forward. Turn from Kaylee Simons in the middle. Trip there is finally given. She fouls Ella Hunt. Free kick for Point Pleasant. Chance for the Black Knights to get forward. They have really not had a lot of the ball in Philip Barbour's half of the field. McCutcheon will take the free kick with Cameron Cundiff serving as the safety net. behind her, protecting the goal. Chip towards midfield. Volleyed down by Reese Oliver. Grossi battling for it as it's returned to Oliver. Center circle now for McKenna Young. Left it comes for Fields. Young again. Marked by Grossi. Forced back. Nearly a steal there from Arrington Sparks. Guided right. Bailey Snyder up the line. Cut out first time. Sparks is combined on the left side. This is Arrington Sparks weaving through the defense. Playing it on the floor, looking for Simons. Cut out and cleared. Cross in towards Bodkins. Cut out by Point Pleasant and now played forward. This is Tatterson. Early ball, easily cut out. Ashley Poling playing that one. Backtracking is Simons to win it for Braylon Sparks. Her pass is blocked. Grossi gets a foot in. Wins it for Poling. Her pass is deflected and stolen. Possession won back by Grossi. Brings it down with the bottom of her foot. Working up the right side. Turkey playing it centrally for Simons. Right it comes for Bodkins. Cross towards the top of the 18. Crashing in is Arrington Sparks. She gets a touch. Bodkins will retrieve it on the back end. Play it towards the near post and behind the goal. Goal kick for Point Pleasant. Good energy from Philip Barbour in the first 6.5 minutes. They've had more of the ball and in dangerous places. Goal kick from McCutcheon. Initial header won by Reese Oliver for Point Pleasant. Second ball knotted up by Bodkins for Point Pleasant. For Philip Barbour. Call can't save it. Throw in for Poling and Philip Barbour. Thrown over the head of Simons. It'll fall in midfield for Braylon Sparks. Switch left, chested down by Arrington Sparks. She's in the box. Arrington Sparks' shot is blocked. A vital block from Ella Hunt. But a great turn from Arrington Sparks to make that chance happen. Now space opening up for Tatterson the other way. Point Pleasant on the move. Tatterson looking for options, trying to slide it through. Well cut out by Ward for Philip Barbour. Now we go the other way with Braylon Sparks. Bodkins. Poked away. Bodkins fighting for it, wins it back. Time and space for Poling to chip a ball forward. Looking for Simons that'll get through. And a handball whistle and a free kick for Philip Barbour. Colts conservative again here with Grossi. She'll back it up a couple yards to the referee's pointed spot. Two-player wall for Point Pleasant, protecting the goal of Katie McCutcheon. As Turkey Grossi addresses this free kick. Grossi will chip it towards the penalty spot, gets through an initial couple bodies. Grossi will get a second look at it in the center of the park and drop it back. Early service in from Ava Johnson for Philip Barbour. Comes left for Arrington Sparks. Her cross blocked. Possession won by Tolliver for Point Pleasant. Forward it comes for Tatterson. Working towards the left side. It's a good ball. Nicely weighted for Madeline Call. Tackle won by Poling for Philip Barbour. And Bodkins defensively will drop it back. And Grossi will clear. She was covering the space as her center backs had pushed forward. Grossi does so many of those little things well for Philip Barbour. It'll be a throw in for the Colts. Poling, lining it up for Simons. For Bodkins now. Cross blocked and out for a throw in for the Colts. Block coming for McKenna Young in midfield. Poling's toss. Essentially intended for Braylon Sparks, broken up, played forward. Lasky. Dropping it for Ava Johnson, square for Georgia Lynn Ward. Ward goes up the middle. Good ball to find Simons, who flicks it left, looking for Arrington Sparks. It'll fall to Arrington Sparks. Sparks towards the 18. Arrington Sparks will try the low shot, and McCutcheon sees it all the way. It's been as advertised through 10 minutes. Back and forth action, lots of attacks from both teams. Again, these two teams played to a 4-4 draw in the regular season. Point Pleasant coming from 3 goals down to get the result on the road in Philippi. Good ball to pick out Tolliver, but won back by Lasky. Forward comes Riley McCartney, who was a starting forward for this team last year, has moved into defense because that's what her team needed her this year. Just out of the reach of Braylon Sparks. Played forward by Reese Oliver for Point Pleasant. Knocked back in the mixer by the Colts. Tolliver's pass deflected out for a Point Pleasant throw-in. 11 minutes in. We will join Charleston Catholic on Saturday. Good switch for Bodkins. Riley Bodkins trying to beat the first defender, but stood up well and won. Defensive work from Olivia Fields, who will switch it right. Returned left. Good ball movement here to find Madeline Call, but the touch is heavy. Second chance now for Oliver in Point Pleasant. But that was deflected on the way through. Call thought so as well and let it roll for a throw-in. Good spot here for the Point Pleasant throw-in. It'll come back to Fields. Pass centrally for McKenna Young. Battle in midfield won by Braylon Sparks. She'll get it back from Kaylee Simons and play a ball through, looking for the run of Bodkins. Good idea, but cut out by Fields for Point Pleasant. Free kick coming for the Black Knights. Chance to get a few numbers for Point Pleasant. Free kick just past midfield for McKenna Young and Point Pleasant. Phil Barbour will set their line at the top of the 18. Give space for goalkeeper Loie Talbot to come out if the ball gets over their heads. Young serving it towards the right side of the 18, over a couple of heads. Won by McCartney, who will go up the left side for Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks winning that ball, winning the foot race. She'll push it forward up the left side with support from Simons. Arrington Sparks towards the middle. Sparks trying to cut through. Ball lost initially there. Point Pleasant lost sight of it. And a free kick. But you can see just like that how quickly these two teams can counter. Speed and ability on both sides. It's a good job tracking back from McKenna Young to break that up for Point Pleasant. Once again, McCutcheon will come up to take the free kick on her own end. Header won by Oliver for Point Pleasant. Second ball falls in midfield for Sparks, who's tangled up and fouled. Bella Tolliver tugging on her jersey. Braylon Sparks wants to go quickly. Leaves it for Grossi to take. Turkey will go up the middle. Flicked on by Simons. Simons unable to turn. Call with room on the left side. Heavy touch though. Was pulling back into play. Here's Grossi. Lasky. Pass was a little lazy there from Grossi. Gets by Lasky. And a chance to push forward for Point Pleasant. Ward turning it dangerously. Finding the feet of Bodkins. Good turn inside from Riley Bodkins. Young in that holding spot, winning the ball for Point Pleasant. Gets it back. McKenna Young going left. This is Fields. Pass off the mark. Thrown for Philip Barbour. Ashley Poling, the junior, will throw it up the line. Brought down by Simons for Bodkins. Her cross blocked. Young turning nicely for Point Pleasant. Laying it into space, but nobody home in white. Poling knocks it forward. Flicked on by the knee of Braylon Sparks. Gets by Grossi. Ward will step up and win it. Turns it over to Reese Oliver. Bodkins with the steal. playing it now for Simons. Back for Braylon Sparks. Good first time ball for Arrington Sparks. She's in the box. First touch is heavy. That allows McCutcheon back in the play. What a ball, though, from Braylon Sparks to set up her sister. McCutcheon helping Arrington Sparks to her feet. 15 minutes in, a good chance for Philip Barbour. Braylon Sparks for Grossi. Too far for Simons. Now Oliver with real estate. Not a lot of defensive midfield being played right now. It's a transition area. Grossi. Back we go the other way. Turns it over to Young. Tolliver lets it roll for Call. McKenna Young returning the ball to Madeline Call. Outside of the foot pass. Turned nicely by Tatterson. Tatterson working herself into a good position on the left side of the box. Step for step, she battles against Ward, and Georgia Lynn Ward wins it, plays it up, turns it back over to Fields. Bodkins tracking back will win it. Braylon Sparks chips it up. Too far for Simons. Foot in from Lasky. 50-50 ball will be won by Point Pleasant. Drop back. Snyder going up the line, turns it over to Lasky. Stolen away, though, by Tolliver. McCartney chipping it up the line. Brought down by Bodkins. Behind the run of Simons. Goalkeeper McCutcheon will communicate, let it roll, and pick it up. Dangerous through ball there. Well played by Bella Tolliver up the right side. This is Guyberg. Wins the throw in deep. Braylon Sparks doing the defensive work for Philip Barbour, winning the ball and playing it up the sideline. Kept in touch there by Snyder. Center of the park now for McKenna Young. Young in a dangerous spot. Looking to pick out a pass. Picks a very good one. Tangled there in the box. Will fall for Tatterson. Her shot across the face is cleared by Ward. It'll knuckle towards Grossi, who brings it down with a thigh and pushes it forward. Counter now for Simons. Way to the right for Bodkins. Space for Riley Bodkins. Cutting it inside. Options to her right. Plays it now for Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks turns, shoots. That was deflected a bit, and McCutcheon will come get it. Both these teams are so fun to watch in transition. Lasky touching it for Grossi. Space now for Turkey off the turn. Left for Arrington Sparks. Return to Grossi. Central for Lasky. Tatterson tracking back. Pass comes towards the middle. Falls off the deflection for Simon. She chips it towards goal and wide. Good idea. 18.5 in the books. No goals to speak of, but it's been fun here in Beckley. Between number 2, Philip Barbour, and number 3, Point Pleasant. Well received by Oliver. Chipped up the right side. Guyberg hustling to keep it alive against McCartney. Cuts it inside on Rowley McCartney. Guyberg playing it centrally. Won by Georgia Lynn Ward. And she'll find an outlet in Bodkins. Now Grossi with space. Returning the ball to Bodkins. Simon's in a good position in front of her. Tried to play it for her, but a good defensive work coming back from Cameron Cundiff. Second ball picked up by Grossi, who's picked clean by Young. Numbers now for Point Pleasant in the counter. McKenna Young pushing it forward, pushing it past Lasky. Working towards the top of the 18. McKenna Young still on the ball. Working left now for Madeline Call. Call's switch. A good decision. Bella Tolliver. Now for Reese Oliver. Return to Tolliver. Arrington Sparks coming back to win it. Turns it forward and clears it. Simons brings it down well. Looking for support. Will push it up the left side for herself. Help still not really arriving that quickly. The only option is Bodkins. The pass goes towards Rowley Bodkins and is cleared. The up and down pace of this game is going to wear on both these teams. And you see why they really wanted that extra day of rest. Because the way they play, that's going to be precious to rest on Friday for the winner. Gear up for Charleston Catholic on Saturday. Oliver. Battle here with Grossi. Grossi reaches out there. And a yellow card shown to Reese Oliver. Grossi fortunate she didn't get booked there for retaliation. So that's one to note. Reese Oliver, one of the key players, the leading assist producer for Point Pleasant, going in the books in the 21st minute. Grossi's free kick. Goes up the line, flicked on by Simons. This is Bodkins. Lefty ball from Bodkins deflected. This is Arrington Sparks. Braylon Sparks making the run off her shoulder. Tried to chip it for her sister. Blocked in a jungle of players. Still being fought for. Chip now towards the left side. Cleared forward by Point Pleasant and Bailey Snyder. And now the counter's on for Tatterson on the right side. Marked by McCartney. Won away by Braylon Sparks. Back for McKenna Young, who's been excellent in the center of the park. That Young Grossi battle is going to be one to watch. Whoever wins that one might win the game. Throwing for McCartney and Philip Barbour. Caught out by Cundiff for Point Pleasant, but given right away to Grossi. Turned over to Addison Burt. Pocket pick by Braylon Sparks. She's fouled. Not a bad decision by Young to foul her there. Keep her from making a run to a dangerous position, but still a solid free kick option for Grossi and the Colts. Three-player wall for Point Pleasant. We'll address this one. Grossi has options of going for goal or crossing this one. She's ready. She's going to shoot it. One hop to McCutcheon. The punt for McCutcheon. Addison Burt brings it down with her head. Volleys it forward. Ward there for Philip Barbour defensively. Heavy touch from Call. Grossi will win this one, but can't find a teammate. Out for a throw-in. Fields. Bodkins gets a touch in. Bodkins will steal the ball. Playing it through for Simons. McKenna Young once again in the right place. Simons fights to win it back. Has her cross blocked. Save for a throw-in rather than a corner kick by Point Pleasant. Finally a breath on this one. We'll see substitutions. Word comes off for Philip Barbour. That's notable. Subbing out a center back. Kylie Leach, the sophomore, in. Oliver back in after being issued that yellow card. What a move here from Braylon Sparks. And you see the hop of frustration from her. She got herself in a really good angle, but shot right at McCutcheon. Bodkins picks it up for the Colts. This is Grossi. Again turned over. Inside from Poling. Grossi bounces off a tackle. Plays it too far forward for Arrington Sparks, who wanted it at her feet. Grossi will try again. Braylon Sparks. Arrington Sparks on the left side. Going up the line. Cross from Arrington towards the middle towards Simons, and again well cut out by Cundiff, who clears. Arrington Sparks. Double teamed. Cross towards the top of the 18 towards Bodkins. She'll win it off the second touch, Riley Bodkins. Turning inside. Goes down. Will play on. Shot from Braylon Sparks. Diving punch from McCutcheon. Still loose in the 18. Both teams fighting for it. Still loose. Simon's doing the work to win it back for Philip Barbour. Kind of in between pass, though. Hard tackle there from Lasky. She wins it, and the long shot one hops to McCutcheon from Sparks. Lily Lasky trying to shake off the effects of that tackle. 25 minutes in, no score, but hasn't been for lack of trying. Both these teams have been electric so far. Burt. Touching it by Poling. Over to help is the center back Leach. And a foul called on Kylie Leach, a free kick for Point Pleasant. McKenna Young over to take the free kick. Mostly players on the right side to address this for Point Pleasant. Here's the service from Young towards the penalty spot. Headed down by Grossi for Philip Barbour. Second ball won by Bodkins for the Colts. Run off of it, though, by Bella Tolliver. Tolliver beats one. Can't beat Grossi. Turn now from Braylon Sparks. Left for Arrington Sparks. Good first touch from Arrington to control it. Working up the left side. Has Simons and Bodkins in support. Arrington Sparks going inside. Sets up the right foot. Tries the chip towards Bodkins. Bodkins trying to save it and can't. Whistle here. It'll be Philip Barbour with a set piece here. Corner kick coming for Grossi. And McCarter subbed in for PB. Corner coming right-footed from Turkey Grossi. Service from Grossi. Towards the middle, gets through a couple people. Cleared by by Point Pleasant. Falls for Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks shot wide. Goal kick for Katie McCutcheon. Nearing 100 saves on the season for her. Began the night with 95. Wynn got a hold of that one a bit. Bodkins bringing it down. Braylon Sparks for Bodkins. Riley Bodkins cuts back, plays it left-footed across for Arrington Sparks. Braylon Sparks making the short run. She'll get it. Braylon Sparks into the 18. Back on her right foot, looking for options. Double team. She'll work towards the edge of the 18 now. Still Braylon Sparks on the ball and take it away. Good defending there from Point Pleasant. They'll get a throw in as well off the deflection. Bailey Snyder over to take it. Under 12 minutes left in the first half of a 0-0 game. Offside the call. It will be a free kick. So McCutcheon out to get it. I'm fine with her taking free kicks in the middle, but this is a little bit far out from my goalkeeper taking a free kick in my view. McCutcheon up that far side. Chested down by Oliver. Second ball won by PB. Arrington Sparks motoring up that side. Working towards the end line. Tackle in from Young. Arrington Sparks staying on the ball and turning. Another tackle from Young. Arrington Sparks finally beaten to the ball. McCartney gets a touch in for Philip Barbour. Tangle there on the sideline. It will be possession for Point Pleasant. Again, McCutcheon out of her 18 to take this free kick. Call. Nice ball up the right side. This is Guyberg. Losing the battle to McCartney, who chips it up the sideline. It'll trickle out for a throw-in. Tolliver up to take for Point Pleasant. Tolliver gets it back. Plays it centrally for Reese Oliver. Oliver's shot blocked by Grossi and cleared by Lasky. Nice header by Simons to pick out Bodkins. Bodkins will cross the center stripe. Gets by Young. Beats a second tackle. Bodkins now cutting back inside. Recovery, though, on that side from Fields, and she'll shepherd it towards the sideline for a PB throw-in. 10 minutes left here in the first half, no score. The throw towards the middle. Popped up by Hunt for Point Pleasant. Second ball off the head of Grossi. Grossi steals it back. Dodges the tackle. Plays it through, looking for the run of her substitute forward, Emma Carter, but off her line to get it is McCutcheon. Grossi falling it down beautifully for Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks towards the right side. Lays it off for Riley Bodkins. Turn inside from Bodkins, working into the 18. Bodkins, dispossessed, gets it back. Bodkins turns, tries again. Good ball across. Prosting up in the middle. Played back. First time shot from Lasky. Not enough mustard on it. McCutcheon makes the catch. Lily Lasky scored just twice this year. Would have been a nice time for a third, but not enough power. The punt from McCutcheon up the middle. Skips over a couple heads. Falls at the feet of Madeline Call. Beautifully weighted through ball for Burt on the left side. One away by the PB defense. Poling playing it up. Bodkins turns beautifully. Crosses the center stripe. Plays it centrally for Simons. Simons trying to return the pass for Bodkins. Bodkins so good at winning that second ball. Slots it for Grossi. Turkey working towards the 18. Low cross in. Simons trying to turn. Finally a whistle going against Emma Carter in the box. Free kick for Point Pleasant. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Goal before the half would be golden. Give the team momentum. Both teams have had looks to do so. Free kick towards the middle. Grossi battling against Oliver. Comes out now to Burt on the left side. Ball being called through by Call, but doesn't get service. Now they'll try again. George Ward over for PB. Working towards the sideline, hands it over though. This is Addison Burt. Broken up and taken away. Cleared by Poling up the near side. Possession for Cundiff, finding Young. Burt turned over. Carter can't find Arrington Sparks cleanly. Young. Burt. Blocked by Poling, falls for Grossi. Arrington Sparks posting up, turning. Bodkins calling for her on the far side. Arrington Sparks will play it for her. Now it's Braylon Sparks trying to push through. Gets the pass off, but it's cleared. Step up from Lasky. Cundiff under pressure will clear it towards the sideline and give away a throw-in. Out comes Ashley Poling to take it for the Colts. Number 2 seed, locking a 0-0 tie with third-seeded Point Pleasant. Flick towards the middle. This is the 50-50 ball. Sparks gets a touch on it. Arrington Sparks, but can't direct it on frame. That was a scary moment for Point Pleasant. Still work to do as McCartney wins the throw-in for Philip Barbour. Dropped at the feet of Arrington Sparks. Played now for Braylon Sparks at the top of the 18. For Grossi. Poor touch from Turkey, and now an outlet for Point Pleasant. This is Madeline Call with a head of steam. Running up the middle, looking for support. Still Madeline Call. Grossi gets a foot in. And off the deflection, it will be a Philip Barbour throw-in. The job Grossi did there to start the attack and then trek all the way back to win that ball can't be underestimated, what that does for a team. Philip Barbour's throw. Philip Barbour took a player off for treatment. It looks like it's Grossi. Crossing towards the middle. And I know the Point Pleasant fans were saying that she had blood on her, so I don't know if that's the situation here, but she's out now with under 5 minutes to go here in the first half to get cleaned up. That seems to be all it was. Thumbs up from Grossi. She's at the center official now. Early ball looking for Simons. Cleared forward by Point Pleasant and Fields. Won by Lasky. Lily Lasky on the move for Philip Barbour. Didn't really decide what to do with that one and lost possession. Lasky. Braylon Sparks has dropped into that holding mid spot with Grossi out and plays a beautiful ball for Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks coming in on goal, takes the shot, near post save, an excellent one from McCutcheon. Well positioned to make the save. But once again, Braylon Sparks nearly picking the lock of the Point Pleasant defense. Kaylee Simons. Working up that right side. Cutting back beautifully. Playing it now just off the mark for Bodkins. Bodkins recovers, but a sliding tackle in on a cold night from Reese Oliver knocks it out for a throw-in. Good minutes from Emma Carter. She'll come back off. Grossi back in the fray for Philip Barbour after getting cleaned up. Smile from her as she returns to the field. Good throw from Poling into the 18. And it wins a corner. Comes off the foot of Bella Tolliver. Grossi gets a fresh ball from the ball person on the near side. Works it towards the corner. Short's an option here as Poling is open and working her way slowly towards the top of the 18. Swirling runs from Philip Barbour. The cross comes in low. Lasky for Poling. Poling will throw it on goal. McCutcheon having to make kind of an awkward save, but does it well. 2 minutes to go in the half. 0-0. This is how Point Pleasant got here. All the way through 100 minutes without a goal. Beat Winfield on penalties. After a 4-4 regular season match, it's been tighter, although both teams have had their chances. Ward wants to knock shepherded this out for a goal kick. Instead, she'll have to turn upfield as the ball runs out of momentum. Chips it forward. It'll come all the way through for Simons. Chip right for Bodkins. Philip Barbour attacking against a Point Pleasant team that's well organized and in good shape. Pass for Grossi. Arrington Sparks. Back for Braylon Sparks. Grossi. And a hopeful shot will be easily handled by McCutcheon. 50-51 won by Philip Barbour by Point Pleasant with less than a minute to go in the half. This is Young. Early ball has worked well for both teams. Cut out well this time, though, by Riley McCartney for Philip Barbour. Now Lasky. First time ball up on looking for Arrington Sparks. The amount of ground she can close is so impressive, but not going to beat Hunt to that one. Out for a throw with 30 seconds left in the half. McCartney, short toss. Cross from Arrington Sparks. Cleared by Fields. Second ball. Grossi will let it go for Lasky and then get it back. Turkey for Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks searching forward, takes the shot. That got a lot of power for having to reach from a tough angle. It's caught by McCutcheon. And with both Young and Sparks shaken up, it'll just be held and punted by McCutcheon. So no goals to speak of, but an excellent first half as expected between Philip Barbour and Point Pleasant. We'll pause with 40 and maybe more minutes to come in this one for Beckley. State semifinal action, a thriller here to see who joins Charleston Catholic in the championship on Saturday. Stay with us.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Minutes wasn't enough to settle between these two teams in the semis last year. Will we be in for a repeat now? 0-0 through 40 between Philip Barbour, attacking now from right to left, and Point Pleasant. Braylon Sparks trying to create some space. Grossi now for the Colts. Battling against Young. She'll get a touch in. Point Pleasant will look to counter. This is Reese Oliver. Call. Switch into space. That's a vital touch there from Ava Johnson to break up that attack. Here's Grossi. Playing in for Arrington Sparks up the left side. In a foot race now with Bailey Snyder. Snyder will knock it out for a throw-in. That's where Philip Barbour's look the most dangerous is up that left side with Arrington Sparks, especially combining with Sister Braylon as she does here. Arrington Sparks cross towards the far post. Headed back towards the near post. And McCutcheon will scramble and get it. That was a dangerous second there for Point Pleasant. Fortunate that didn't go right in the path of a blue and black shirt. Lasky for Grossi. Poling playing it up for herself. This is Tatterson for Point Pleasant. Dispossessed by Braylon Sparks. Guyberg for Tolliver. George Laward over to win it for Philip Barbour and play it up the right side. Bodkins turning. Has her pocket picked by Cundiff. Something brewing up the left side now for Point Pleasant. Early shot blocked by Ava Johnson. That will knuckle out for a corner kick for Point Pleasant. I believe it's their first of the match. To be taken by Madeline Call, who's one of the best in the state at placing these balls. Hasn't really been a test in goal for Lily Talbot and Philip Barbour yet. Point Pleasant trying to change that. Corner in towards the near post. Talbot can't get a firm touch on it, but recovers nicely and falls on it. That was big. 43rd minute. Turkey Grossi. Looking for Simons. Carried on by Bodkins. Bodkins towards the end line. Playing it across. Arrington Sparks with the shot. Just couldn't get enough power on it. And it arcs into the hands of Katie McCutcheon. That was a big chance the other way for PB. Foul there on Arrington Sparks. Free kick drawn by Tolliver for Point Pleasant. Both teams with hard in the throat moments defensively to begin this half. We're still 0-0. McKenna Young priming the pump up the right side. Chested down by McCartney. And whacked clear by Braylon Sparks towards Simons. Touch now for Grossi. Looking up the right side for the run of Bodkins. Bodkins cutting back. Looking to play it for Simons. Turns herself. Finally taken away. This is Call. Sliding tackle from Turkey Grossi. Comes back to win the ball. Call was shaken up on that challenge, now back on her feet. Miss hit there on the clearance from Cundiff gives away a throw in to Philip Barbour. Philip Barbour has now gone 3.5 games without conceding. Point Pleasant also has not conceded since all the way back on September 19th. This is Ward tracking back to win the ball for Braylon Sparks. Pass forward, cut out. We didn't have an idea where to put that one. Braylon Sparks didn't see anybody open. Interchange with Grossi. This is Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks looking for an angle to shoot. Playing it wide now for Bodkins, and she's offside. Pretty amazing in an attacking game. I guess we haven't seen a lot of offside calls, but there's one to give ball back to Point Pleasant. McCutcheon into the night sky up the far sideline. Braylon Sparks with a good turn. Playing it through, looking for Arrington Sparks. She'll get it off the deflection. This is Arrington Sparks. 22 yards from goal, pushing into the 18. Arrington Sparks, cross is blocked. Well done by Bailey Snyder to come back. Does give away a corner, but that's better than the alternative. We've seen a heavy dose of Grossi taking these. It will be Arrington Sparks instead, this time from the left side. Service from Arrington Sparks towards the middle, towards the far post. Comes off a defender, nearly falls for Simons, but McCutcheon is there. This has been such a good game with no goals to speak of yet. Everything else has been there. All the other ingredients have been there. Great punt from McCutcheon. Lasky winning it for Bodkins. Early service from Poling forward, looking for Simons. Cleared again by Point Pleasant. Throw in one by the Black Knights. They'll leave it to be taken by a defender. Up the line. Touchstone looking for Tatterson, who touches it by her defender. Ward in a foot race now with her. Will get just enough, but Tatterson still in the ball. Tatterson playing it across, and that'll go harmlessly towards the near post. It'll be a goal kick. Point Pleasant fans certainly didn't think so. Some debate on whether this was an offside call or a goal kick. Looks like it will be a goal kick. Ward hitting it up the far side. Headed out by Oliver for a throw-in. Colts will advance a couple more steps. Simons for Bodkins. Making the far post run is Arrington Sparks. Riley Bodkins cutting inside. Has her dribble taken away, but Grossi wins it back. Keeps it up the sideline. Cundiff tracking it for Point Pleasant, hoping to go out for a goal kick. It hasn't yet. Will die on the line and finally knocked out for a corner. Bodkins doing some good work there. Back to Grossi as the corner kick option for PB. Served in towards the near post. Touchdown and turned by Simons, and that will just go wide. Kaylee Simons nearly broke the deadlock there off a good corner kick service from Turkey Grossi. Oliver dropping it for Young. Stolen away by Braylon Sparks with a head of steam. She goes up the middle. Thought about the shot. Now will take the shot and right at McCutcheon. This is Lasky, who added the headband at halftime as temperatures have dropped. Oliver playing it up the left side. Looking for the run of call. Cleaned up there by Poling. Throw for the Black Knights. Lasky popping it up. Grossi will turn it upfield, play it up, looking for Simons. Good ball to find at the feet of Kaylee Simons. Blocked on the sideline from advancing by Cundiff, though. Throw in for the Colts. Young winning it. Ward has her pass blocked. 2-on-3 now as Tatterson will push it forward, take the early shot, and force an easy save out of Lily Talbot. Talbot's punt. Handled by Arrington Sparks. Her pass up the field block. It'll knuckle towards Bodkins on the right side. Advance for Simons. She thought about playing that wide for Grossi, but couldn't quite coordinate the movements to do so. And McCutcheon will pick up the loose change. Under 29 minutes left in a 0-0 game. Again, if we're 0-0 through 80 minutes, we'll play 2 10-minute sudden victory overtimes. This is how this match did last year. Arrington Sparks getting the winner in OT. If we're still tied after 100 minutes, we'll go to penalty kicks to decide who will join Charleston Catholic in Saturday's final. Exciting way to decide, but not the most fun for either team. Tatterson's been active in the second half, this time broken up. Numbers pushing forward for Point Pleasant. Ball comes left for Tatterson. Trying to battle through 2 defenders. Tatterson does really well. Plays it across towards the top of the 18. An excellent ball. Coming all the way back to win that was Braylon Sparks at full sprint, because for a second, Tolliver had daylight to shoot that. Guyberg touching it by McCartney. Low cross in. Talbot makes the call, makes the scoop in her own 6. Lily Talbot's been busier in the second half than she was in the first. Short punt. Just Tolliver. Given away to Braylon Sparks. Reese Oliver. Call. Win by Lasky. Foul here will be given as advantage not materialized. Free kick for Point Pleasant with 27 minutes left in the second half. Both teams have had chances. Point Pleasant has had fewer of them than Philip Barbour, but they've been better in the second half in terms of generating opportunities. McKenna Young's been excellent in the center of the park. She'll take this free kick. Floats towards the penalty spot. Headed back by a Philip Barbour defender, and Talbot there to make the catch. Talbot's punt. Back comes Simons to contest it against Young. Young will win it for Point Pleasant. This is Call. Looking for Tatterson, broken up by Lily Lasky. Tatterson fighting for it. Will win the throw-in. Ball towards the top of the 18. Touch inside. Chance now for Point Pleasant. Broken up. Tatterson almost got a foot in it. That was Guyberg trying to push through. Arrington Sparks will clear. Too tall for Simons. Bailey Snyder. Charging is Arrington Sparks. Stealing the ball is Arrington Sparks, but it's a foul. PB fans hating it. Point Pleasant fans loving that call. Free kick. Arrington Sparks realizing that might have been touched into play. Tried to say, well, that's my ball, but it will just be a free kick for Mickey Young. They changed that rule a couple years ago. It used to be you had to set it with your hands because of that situation. Macon Rollins trying to win that ball on the sideline. A bit of a heavy touch. Throw by McCartney. Volleyed forward by Arrington Sparks. Bodkins coming for it. Just a step quicker is Fields for Point Pleasant. Now it's Call. Pass goes behind the run of Tolliver. She'll recover, but then Grossi steps in to win it. Ball forward. Simons will pick up the trash, touch it forward. This is Call. Too hard for Tolliver. Riley McCartney picks it up. Cushions a pass to Arrington Sparks. She turns. Whistle here and a foul. Philip Barbour wanted advantage there. Arrington Sparks free kick towards the top of the 18. Headed down by McKenna Young. Turned upfield by Tatterson for the Black Knights. Tackle from Grossi. Tatterson will continue in possession. Another tackle from Grossi. Step and win for McKenna Young. Blocked by Lasky. Good battle here in midfield. No foul there. Won by Grossi and given back. This is Fields for Call. Call getting more of the ball. That's good news for Point Pleasant. Guyberg. Tolliver. Tatterson. Pass is blocked. Lasky gets a step in, and it's cleared by Ward. Grossi, kind of of two minds with that turn, gives possession back. Forward for Simons. Whistle here behind the play. Clock will stop with 23:02 left in the second half as McKenna Young is down. Young being held to her feet. She's such a vital cog for this Point Pleasant team. They would hate to even have to take her out for a couple minutes here. Trying to walk it off with the help of Reese Oliver. And now she'll be helped towards the sideline. Again, this is a big loss for Point Pleasant. If McKenna Young either can't go or has to come out for a few minutes. Addison Burt ready to come on. She's a solid option off the bench, but Young does so much for this team. Ball dropped at the feet of Grossi. She'll clear it long. Simons, Grossi trying to chip it from deep. Not a bad idea. So McCutcheon had to pick it up on a bounce. Under 23 minutes left in the second half. We're still at zeros. Again, these two teams played a 4-4 game in the regular season. This has been just as dramatic, but just without the goals. Chances aplenty, but no goals. Ward playing it forward. Simons will come back and get it. Point Pleasant a step quicker. Whistle here. Free kick for Point Pleasant on that late challenge. Cameron Cundiff will take the free kick for the Black Knights. McKenna Young is trying to work herself back to come into this game. She's working towards the fourth official. She was taking some steps on the sideline, trying to work out whatever injury there was, and she's headed back towards the fourth official. This is big. This is good to see. Ball inside. Looking for Guyberg. Cut out. McCartney. Bailey Snyder with some time. Takes a touch wide. This is Guyberg again in the middle. Chip from Reese Oliver. Good ball up the right side. Guyberg is loose as McCartney tracks back. Early cross towards the penalty spot. Knocked towards goal and saved. Tatterson had the chance. Didn't get a lot of power on it. And the save is made by Talbot. It's a really good early cross from Guyberg. Again, we're seeing Madeline Call get more and more of the ball for Point Pleasant. That's what they want. Whistle here. Free kick for Philip Barbour. Georgian Ward's free kick. Towards the right side, towards Bodkins is cleared. Here's Tatterson. Touches by one. Up the line it comes. Pass for Burt. Will go out of bounds. Will be a goal kick. Back comes McKenna Young. Midway through this second half. Tatterson will get a rest, but we'll surely see her back in. She's been really good on that wing for the Black Knights. Burt. Guyberg. Cleared. Snyder. Over the head of McCartney. Guyberg making up steps on Riley McCartney. McCartney forced to knock it out for a throw-in. Better stuff from Point Pleasant in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Closing this gap with Philip Barbour. Cleared forward. Brought down by Arrington Sparks. One of the captains for this PB team will bring it up the left sideline. Passes block, she'll try again. Turns. Releases it left-footed. Once again deflected. Tangle there, won by Point Pleasant's Hunt. Grassi with the steal. Plays it right into space. This is Bodkins. Rally Bodkins towards the 18. Bodkins into the 18. Bodkins still fighting. Has it taken away by Kundeth, who clears. Throw over the head of Simons. It'll fall in the box for Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks in a good position but can't get the angle to shoot. Save made at the near post by McCutcheon. Stoppage here for an injury with 18:44 left in the second half. Chance to take another deep breath with 18:44 left in the second half. Again, we'll have 2 10-minute sudden victory periods if we remain tied. If it's still tied after 100 minutes, penalty kicks will decide it. Teams in little clusters now, just kind of discussing the next move, the next play of this one. Grassi. Still battling. Loses out to Young. This is Call. Losing out to Braylon Sparks. Snyder now under pressure, turns it over to Grassi. Turkey's ball guided on by Arrington Sparks towards the left side. Turns on the Jets up the sideline. Arrington Sparks working again towards the end line. Good angle and body positioning, though, defensively from Ella Hunt to shepherd it and give away a throw-in. Under 18. Arrington Sparks throw-in. Simons. Cleared by Call, deflected to the path of Riley McCartney. Return pass from Braylon Sparks. They'll play tennis here. Wade into space now for Arrington Sparks. Hesitation, working baseline. Arrington Sparks in the box, playing it back. Braylon Sparks' shot is deflected. Drop back now. Grossi with a clean strike, but saved by McCutcheon. That was a good look. Well hit by Grossi, well saved by McCutcheon. 63rd minute opportunity for PB. Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks still on the move. Braylon Sparks' shot is in! What a run for Braylon Sparks to break the deadlock with 16:56 left in the second half. PB is in the lead. And that is a stereotypical Braylon Sparks goal. Pick it up deep, put your head down, drive forward, and place it where the goalkeeper can't get it. Arrington Sparks, her sister, was the hero against Point Pleasant last year. Will it be Braylon Sparks with the winner this year? And now the mindset changes for Point Pleasant. They've been good in attack, but they're going to have to put some more numbers forward to try and get even in this game. Can they do what Philip Barbour did to them last year? Come back late and win. They showed they could do it in the regular season, coming from 3 goals down to get a draw in Philippi. Can they summon that again here in Beckley with everything on the line? Call forward. Cleared. Foul called. Free kick for Philip Barbour. Braylon Sparks, helped up by Turkey Grossi, will take this free kick herself. This is call. Braylon Sparks. Foul there. Tangled up with call. Free kick once again for Philip Barbour. Keep in mind, Oliver is on a yellow. She's the only player booked so far in this game. That'll change the equation a bit as well for for Point Pleasant, excuse me. Right on the center stripe. Grossi will serve it towards the 18. Header won by Young. She's probably been the best player in white today. Really done a great job in that midfield. McCartney looking for Arrington Sparks. Turned over to Braylon Sparks. Arrington Sparks. Good cross. Volley down, well handled by Point Pleasant at the far post there, and Fields. Now they'll counter. Tatterson back in the game. She's been dangerous. Bodkin's working defensively to win that ball. Cushioned for Braylon Sparks. Grossi playing it forward. Headed on by Simons. Guided back by Hunter. Goalkeeper McCutcheon under pressure. Gets it away. Braylon Sparks trying to get a tackle in. Hunt steps through it. Finds Oliver. McKenna Young stumbles. Braylon Sparks gets the tackle in. Step and win from Bodkins. Riley Bodkins touching it past the defender. Playing it centrally for Simons. Simons has an angle. Lays it out for Arrington Sparks. Closed down well by Point Pleasant and Young. Arrington Sparks still fighting. Runs out of space. Let it go, though, for a throw-in. That was a smart play. Up comes McCartney. If I'm a Point Pleasant defender here, I'm licking my chops at clearing it quickly as McCartney tries to hustle back, and that was played towards the near post. Not a bad ball. 14 minutes and counting. Braylon Sparks has the winner as things stand now. Goal coming in the 64th minute from the Philip Barbour senior. She scored 100+ in her career. That's one of the big ones. Lasky wins it. Has her pass blocked. This is Young. Touching it by Lasky. Giving it away to Grossi. Simons winning it. Playing it for Bodkins. Riley Bodkins on the move. Cut out, but only as far as Arrington Sparks. Arrington Sparks turning, pushing into the box, taking some contact, staying on the ball. Gets the cross off through a double team, and McCutcheon's there to scoop. McCutcheon's punt towards Tatterson on the left side. Picked up defensively by Kylie Leach. Plays it up the line. It will come through for Ward. Good turn from Ward upfield. Center of the park for Braylon Sparks. Chip didn't quite have enough on it. Young will turn. Burt. Addison Burt loses their footing, draws the foul. Philip Barbour defensively can't believe it. Dangerous free kick. Taken quickly, in the box for call. McCartney steals it. Big tackle from McCartney. Arrington Sparks accidentally playing it off the defender and immediately apologizing, because that came hard off Bailey Snyder. Chip forward. Headed by Braylon Sparks, given away to Young. Turkey Grassi with a hard tackle in. She'll commit the foul. Clock will be stopped with 11:37 left, and a yellow shown to Turkey Grassi. So Grassi will have to come off. That's big. Grassi off. In comes Emma Carter. Free kick for McKenna Young and Point Pleasant. 11:35 on a ticking clock. 1-0 Philip Barbour. Simons. Too heavy for Arrington Sparks. Cleared forward by Snyder. Skips by a couple of defenders. Guyberg hustling for it, forces the throw in to be conceded. Bodkin's clearance deflected out. Lasky clearing. Bodkin's on the sideline, keeping it alive. Grassi gets a foot in, clears only as far as Young. Guyberg touching it first up. Lasky once again there to clean up. Here's Bodkins. Flick from Arrington Sparks. Under pressure, Snyder will pop it up. Simons now for PB. Pushing forward and winning it. Going against Olivia Fields. Beats her by a step. Plays it towards the top of the 18. Coming in is Arrington Sparks to get a piece. Here's Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks forced left. Bumped in the box. Stays on her feet. And will get a corner kick. Tolliver knocking it out. Corner with under 10 minutes left. Philip Barbour looking to add to a 1-0 lead on the goal by Braylon Sparks in the 64th minute. With Grassi out, it'll be Arrington Sparks taking the corner. Service in towards the far post is a good one, cut by McCutcheon. This is good for McCutcheon, experienced goalkeeper. It's late, but it's not so that you have to rush this. Let your players get up the field, give yourself a better chance of winning this ball in a good position. Arrington Sparks, ooh, once again off the face of Snyder. She's had a rough couple minutes. McCartney with the throw-in. Volleyed by Simons forward. Cleared forward, but only as far as Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks working left. Working towards the corner. Out for a throw in deep for Point Pleasant. 8.5 to go. Throw up the line, headed by Braylon Sparks. Kept alive by Arrington Sparks. Here's Call. Tatterson. Ball skips over her foot. Thought it was Ward to play it simply short for Grossi, who's back in after her yellow. Johnson's ball forward. Simons has had a good match doing defensive work like this. Plays it for Lasky. Diagonal ball from Young on a platter. McCartney coming back for it. A step quicker than Call. Call still fighting for it. Overcomes Ward to help. Call steals it away, goes down. Free kick. Free kick for Point Pleasant. On the edge of the 18 from the right side with 7.5 minutes to go. One of the biggest touches of Madeline Call's career coming right now on this free kick. Call's free kick towards the far post. Touched by the goalkeeper and fallen on. Talbot coming through. Arrington Sparks just whacking it clear. Out comes McCutcheon. She'll cradle on the edge of her 18. Take a couple steps back and deliver a punt. Tatterson flicking it. Ava Johnson clearing it forward. Churned smartly by Arrington Sparks. Laid off for Braylon Sparks. Braylon Sparks towards the middle, going right for Bodkins. Bodkins on her left foot, takes a low shot. Good save for McCutcheon. Lasky for Grossi. Arrington Sparks. 1-on-3. Drops it back. Braylon Sparks returning it for Arrington Sparks. Early cross towards the far post towards Lasky, cleaned up nicely by Point Pleasant. McCartney knocking it forward. Oliver. Now for Call. Time running out for Point Pleasant. This is the player they want on the ball, Madeline Call. No foul there. Simons playing it for Arrington Sparks. Return to Simons. Arrington Sparks is not going to make that run initially, now will pressure. And under that pressure, Snyder gives away a throw-in. Under 5 minutes to go. Philip Barbour, 5 minutes away from their third straight single-A, double-A championship game. Their third straight meeting with Charleston Catholic in that game, and their fourth straight year playing the Irish, if they can hang on. Lost in the semis, then lost in the final twice. Ball came off the referee. So it will be handed over to Point Pleasant. Dropped at the feet of McKenna Young. Snyder. Off the mark, intended for Call. Arrington Sparks telling Ryan McCartney, slow down, relax, take your time on this. Ground ball cleared forward. McCartney getting a volley on it. Cleared up by Grossi and out of bounds. 4 minutes to go. Late sub made by Point Pleasant. Fields will come off. Burt will come on, and this is the roll of the dice. You're taking a defender off, you're bringing on a forward. Point Pleasant's got to go for it. Call keeps it alive up the sideline. Did go out. Call didn't think so. McCartney's throw in with 3:30 to go at the feet of Arrington Sparks, and she's immediately fouled by Call. Grossi will take her time with this set piece for PB. Grossi's service popped up towards the top of the 18, headed away by Hunt. Second ball won by Braylon Sparks, who's the hero right now, the only goal in this game. Back for McCartney. Tolliver. Pass forward by Oliver, blocked. Braylon Sparks draws a foul, clock will stop. Persistent infringement. The card shown, and that will be a costly yellow for McKenna Young. She comes off with 2:42 to go. Turkey Grossi directing traffic on this free kick. Point Pleasant defending with everybody despite being down a goal. Everybody within 25 yards of goal. Grossi's chip towards the right side, towards Bodkins. Touched first by Simons. Clock is not running. Now it finally does run. Hit and hope time for Point Pleasant, but ball given away. Braylon Sparks playing it to the right. Open space now is just three in the back for Point Pleasant. Combination between Simons and Bodkins just can't run it down. Goal kick with 2:15 left for Point Pleasant to score or see their season end. Charleston Catholic awaiting the winner. If it's Philip Barbour, it'll be the third straight year we'll have the same championship games on Saturday. The Point Pleasant Charleston Catholic boys and the Philip Barbour Charleston Catholic girls. Charleston Catholic has won all those games, by the way. Johnson volleying it forward. Here's Arrington Sparks. Laid into space. One more run in Braylon Sparks' legs. Knocked out for a throw-in. Arrington Sparks will leave it for McCartney to take. With 90 seconds left in this tremendous semifinal. Braylon Sparks' goal standing up as the winner. Given away. Reese Oliver. Tackle coming back from Braylon Sparks. Waves parting for Grossi. Good ball for Bodkins. It will be called back. Under a minute, it'll be a free kick for Point Pleasant, for Philip Barbour. The advantage didn't materialize as the pass was too heavy, so the play was called back. And this is a chance to kill some more time for Grossi. Grossi will just shoot it towards the far post. Arrington Sparks is there and nearly redirects it for a second goal. 38 seconds left. McCutcheon running to the edge of the six, taking this goal kick as quickly as possible. Hitting it towards the middle. Header won again by Braylon Sparks. Arrington Sparks with a touch. Knocked forward by Reese Oliver. McCartney in a foot race for PB. Call challenging her. It goes off for a throw-in deep for Philip Barbour with 15 seconds left. Quick throw for McCartney. Kept alive. Won by Call. Call with 8 seconds left. Stolen away by Arrington Sparks. She'll shield the ball, protect it, protect this lead, and take it home. For the third straight year, it'll be Philip Barbour and Charleston Catholic in the single A, double A girls championship game. Braylon Sparks, as she has so many times across so many sports, the hero again for Philip Barbour. Her goal in the 64th minute the decider is, as for the second straight year, Philip Barbour nips Point Pleasant in the 2-3 game by 1 goal. What a semifinal. What an effort from both of these teams. They deserve to be here, the best of the best in the state of West Virginia. But it'll be Philip Barbour moving on for a kickoff at approximately noon following the 9:30 boys final against Charleston Catholic. What a match here from Beckley. Thank you for watching with us all day. 4 tremendous semifinals. We're all set for Saturday and the championships here in Beckley.